Now, another thing that Mr. Preston and his partners in crime need to keep in mind is your fucking cops. Your cops threatening and murdering other cops and obstructing the investigations that they're mandated by law to conduct, not just civilians. You're threatening military, JAG Corps criminal investigators. What happens when you threaten a cop? That cop can put a bullet between your eye, no questions asked. They turn in their gun, they say, I shot the fucker. I thought he was pulling a gun on me, or he did pull a gun on me. Now, just because you're too much of a pussy-ass bitch to come out to that camp with a firearm, put a gun to my head, and actually physically rape me, sexual attraction, whether you find me sexually attractive or not, is notwithstanding. Rape is never about that. It's about power and control and entitlement. Just because you're doing it the woke-ass, pussy-ass bitch Vermont way doesn't mean that it isn't rape under Title IX and it isn't capital homicide. You know the Special Victims Unit has you under investigation. I've told you that. I've sent you the emails that I sent to them to report you. That means you have a conflict. Instead of self-reporting like you're mandated to do and report whoever you work for, be it Caspar Weinberger, Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, Kamala, Chat, whoever, all of my parents, whoever. You're doubling down and saying, fuck it, I ain't going nowhere. You're refusing to self-report and not resign is the same as Cuomo refusing to resign and now saying he's going to run for New York mayor. You're no different than Eric Adams, who's refusing. And there goes another one of their... Where'd it go? Daryl Galloway. So, you're still sending your fucking trolls to fucking stalk me. Daryl Galloway, Bill Kinnear, Bette Glenn, your pal Janelle, whatever. Then having your little mouthpieces on YouTube like Peter Santinello spread fucking false propaganda so that the public who are actually sending donations to these bogus charities don't know what's really going on. Though I'm sure many of them do. Before she's threatening to kill me. Motherfucker, first of all, I'm terminally ill because of you. Every single day that this cancer goes untreated by work comp, and I'm left in that park because you refuse to get koozie down there, is you confessing to capital homicide. Not to mention all the people you've killed here in Vermont, or your partners and your little snitches have killed here in Vermont. Now, bad news for you is not only can you be charged with the murders that happened here in Vermont, you can be charged with any crimes that your partners in crime commit outside the U.S., New York, Florida, especially since you're helping University of Vermont defraud New York Medicaid. You're obstructing the state of New York's ongoing criminal investigation. You're not just threatening me. You know I'm an agent for a bunch of other cops are using me to assist them. So you're threatening all those koozie investigators, all those JAG investigators, all those Navy and Marine and Army and Air Force Special Forces investigators. What happens when you threaten a cop? Now, I know a lot of cops are killing people because they claim they were threatened when they really weren't. But let's say, let's use the knife maker. what was it? Can't think of his name. It was some knife maker that designed a real popular knife for We Knife Company. He got a restraining order put against him in the state of Colorado. And I think he was over here on the West Coast. He wrecked his car. And the police showed up, and he barricaded himself behind his car and fired 54 shots at the police before they finally put a bullet in his head and killed him. And that situation is synonymous with you. You've been given opportunity after opportunity and warned repeatedly. I don't have a weapon. I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, hit the record button, and let you dry snitch yourself and ultimately implicate all the corrupt people that you work for, and they're going to fucking kill you. But they're going to do it. Why are they having you kill me? Because they don't want to go to jail. Well, now it's kind of on you. Because you're linked to a whole lot of people I've never met. So now you've got, where's all that loud music coming from? Somebody's playing some damn loud shit. Anyway, now that Cousie's got you under surveillance because you ran your mouth, you and your friend Janelle, you've linked them to a whole lot of other people that I've never met that I don't even know they exist. Those motherfuckers are going to go down because of you. They're going to do to you exactly what you're doing to me. Now, do I expect to have to use this? This is just a safety measure for me and my team in Florida. This is me sending my warning shot to DOJ and everybody else. Careful what you wish for. You want to dangle me out here like bait to be raped and murdered, fine, but I'm still going to defend myself. And if it ends up I have to mace you, Mr. Preston, or your men, and a whole bunch of people in that park end up in the hospital because that pepper gel spray is going to... Trust me, I've accidentally sprayed it, and I remember what a tiny little, how big of an impact just a tiny little squirt can make. That nobody will be able to be anywhere near that trail for many hours. I think it was like 4 or 5 hours. So all the lawsuits that happen against the city will be because of you. And the mayor and Cousie and everybody else, that's your own motherfucking fault. You got nobody to blame but yourself. I've asked to be sequestered repeatedly for my safety and everybody else's. No, we want to use your military skills for our investigation. Okay, all right. But remember, the first I'm a cop just like everybody else. I'm sworn and immunized. I'm a Navy brat. I'm going to defend myself. And I'm only going to use mace. I'm not a 13-year-old kid that has a bunch of cops that'll tie Preston to a tree and let me have my way with the motherfucker. They'll do it. They'll have to do it without even telling me they're going to do it. So if you have any interest in prosecuting him or any of his pals, you better get them locked up. You're seeing bodies drop dead left and right. It's just a matter of time before they start killing each other off. I've been telling you that, and been telling you that, and been telling you that. I said, Bill Kinnear's going to die. Your advocate said, good. So, Mr. Preston, if you're hoping Cousie's going to save you, no, I think they're actually counting. I think they're counting on your partners in crime killing you so they don't have to fuck with you. I mean, most special victims, you're fucking with military people and cops. So anybody who's stupid enough to fuck with cops and their families and their kids to the point that Cousie has to send undercovers, to talk to me, and so no, so them and their families can't be harmed by you and your fucking cronies. And you think they give a fuck if your partners in crime kill you? I think that's how it works, bruh. They can kill you without ever putting their hands on you. You think they're not going to do to you what they're having you do to everybody else. Wow. Talk about living in la la land, but you motherfuckers, you Ku Klux Klan boys never really had any interest in reality. You live in your white supremacist rapist bubble where everybody believes every fucking word you say and sucks you off and you suck them off, and got my popcorn. I don't know how you're going to go down, but you're going. Or then again, maybe they go ahead and arrest your motherfucking ass. I don't know. Maybe they go ahead and throw you in a cell next to Diddy. I don't know. But you keep coming out to that camp, and it's just a matter of time before you eat a 20-ounce can of mace. And you can bring your boys out there with you. The more you bring out there, the bigger the threat. You got no business out there in the first place. Oh, I'm a park ranger. You're a park ranger because you're lying. I'm still at that camp because you're not telling Kuzi the truth, or DOJ or anybody else. And they know you're lying to them, so they're leaving me out there to catch you and all your pals. It's a free-for-all. It's basically, there is no government. It's basically the OK Corral. It's a wild, wild west, motherfucker.